everyone, good day. It's me again, Jerome Sibala, and welcome back to my channel. And shout out to all the real dreamers, fighters, and bionic armies out there. Thank you very much for your continued support by liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. And again, my heart is filled with gratitude for all the favors that you have done to support my channel. Thank you very much. And as what I've mentioned in my previous sessions, I want this channel to be adding some value, especially to our subscribers. And so we have facilitated a lot of free English training programs and also financial education and financial literacy programs for the past couple of months. And in relation to financial literacy, I have done and I have recorded a lot of videos in relation to financial management, how you can maximize your profit through real estate. And I personally believe that real estate gives us that maximum return of investment. But equally important, it's also best that we know trading stocks, as we can also maximize this way. So I'm going to share with you what I know about trading through COL Financial. But I guess the first thing that we have to know when we talk about trading is your goal. If we're talking about short-term goal or long-term goal. If we're talking about short-term goal, we may be talking about a goal that spans up to 1 year. And when we're talking about short-term goal, that's when a lot of investors actually are doing active trading. No? We're talking about active trading. This is when you are doing trading stocks in an hourly manner, every minute of the day. So active sila in terms of trading. So if your plan is for short term, you can get into active trading, and you have to religiously monitor yung performance ng stocks mo, kasi every minute of the day the performance of your stocks may go up or may go down. So there is perfect timing as to when you can unload or sell some of your stocks. So medyo demanding siya in terms of your time, but and just so you know, yung stock market natin is open right now at the height of pandemic from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. But before the pandemic, it used to parang operate. So may operation from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. But for now, it's only until 1:30 p.m. So that's short term, no, short term goal. So you're more engaged into active trading. So on the other hand, there's what we call long-term goal. So when we talk about long-term goal, ito yung plans mo for retirement, ganon. So if you want to be on a safer side, you can invest in the top 30 corporations. So we call them the companies that belong to the blue chip. So blue chip companies. Ito yung mga top 30 corporations. And I'm gonna show that here. Here are the top 30 corporations. So for you to assess. So those are what we call the blue chip companies. So today I'm gonna share with you 4 helpful tips how you can prosper in terms of trading stocks. So number 1 is very, very important. You have to set a goal, or you have to set a financial goal. So this is about visioning, no? How do you want this to work? Do you want it to work in a daily fashion, or monthly ba yung goal natin, or yearly, or many years from now? So you always have to start with a vision, kasi nga yung level of risk that we are yung parang level of risk that we are more than willing to do or to give for the yung parang level of risk, level of patience, it actually depends on our vision. So you have to have the vision in mind. So you set your financial goals, like etong amount ko, magkano na ba to dapat in a given week, in a given month, in a given year, or 5 years from now. So you always have to start with a goal. Okay? Ako personally, I'm more into long term, no? So we're talking about 20 years. So if the stock performance is not performing so well right now, I'm not really bothered, because ako personally, I'm more into long-term investment. And then after setting a goal, number 2 is you have to learn the concept. I remember, according to Stephen Covey, one of the 7 habits is you have to sharpen your saw. Sharpening the saw means you have to keep improving yourself. They say now, when you are ready to invest, for you to be ready in investing, you have to study first in no less than 1 month. So you have to read online platforms in a form on YouTube, or free webinar sessions or online classes. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm attending online classes, I'm watching YouTube videos, because as what I've mentioned, I'm still working on my masterpiece. So that's my second tip for you. So before you invest into something, you have to study it first, and you have to learn the concept, and you have to, and we'll talk about the strategies later on. But the very moment you invest and you venture into trading stocks, you make sure that the money that you are using is something na hindi daw, I mean, that you're more than willing to lose, kasi nga this is you're venturing into something. So you may win some, you may lose some, but dapat yung pera na ginagamit natin is something na hindi pambayad ng bills, pambayad ng tuition. So ito yung something na pwede namang mawala, no? So you have to learn the concept, you study first, you check YouTube videos, or you can follow this vlog of mine, because I'm also, recording and uploading my journey. So sharpen your saw, you have to learn the concept. Number 3 is you have to be patient. There is what we call perfect timing as to when you buy stocks or you unload your stocks. So you have to be patient with the growth. You know what, time is our best friend here, and time can be our best enemy. No, so there is this perfect timing in everything. So you have to be patient in terms of, just like when you're cultivating your plant, di ba? Mga plantitos and plantitas out there. Shout out to you all. But when you are cultivating your plant, it takes time for it to grow. And the same concept here. You have to be patient in terms of growing your the performance of your stocks in terms of capital gains, diba? You have to be patient. Actually, talking about patience, there are two ways how you can grow your you can enjoy the return of investment. Number one is through the dividend. There are companies that are giving the dividends in a yearly fashion. May mga companies din na nagbibigay ng dividend twice a year, or even 4 times, as much as 4 times a year. So be patient in terms of the dividend. Darating at darating naman yan. So that's one way of earning through in stocks. The second is capital gains or stocks appreciation. So for example, bumili ako ng 100 pesos na stock per stock, at 100 stocks yung binili ko. So that's tapos naging 110 per stock. So yung 10 pesos, that's what we call stocks appreciation or capital gains. I times 100 ko, that's the number of stocks that I have. So magkano yun? That's 1,000 pesos. So 10 times 100, that's 1,000 pesos. So number 3 tip that I have for you is you have to be patient in terms of the development of the development of the performances of your stocks. So I think in everything you just have to be patient, diba? Just like sa love life siguro, okay, sometimes you have to be patient. And number 4, you have to be strategic. What that means is you have to you have to have a strategy in mind as to how, kasi kanina we started with a vision, no? So from the vision plus the strategies that will make you a successful person. So you strategize. How do you want to achieve your vision? But what's important, when you have that vision in mind, it makes the battle half won, no? And the other half, that's gonna be achieved through strategy. So we need to strategize. Ano yung strategy natin in place? Like, I remember you have to be, I remember I came across an article, you have to be willing daw to for cut loss if in the event na hindi nag-perform masyado. So may mga strategies yan, and we can come up and we can create with our own strategies if we already know the concept. So we circle it back to the second tip that I have for you, and that is to sharpen your saw and to learn the concept in trading. So those are my tips for you. I hope that that those are helpful tips for you. So number 1 is you have to set goals. So you set your financial goals. Number 2 is to learn the concept, especially in trading, because it's to be honest with you, napaka-complicated ng trading, especially when you have to analyze, no, in terms of the performances, and the beauty naman of using COL platform or COL Financial is we can easily backtrack yung previous performances ng specific company. So that's my second tip for you. You have to learn the concept. Number 3 is you have to be patient. So being patient in terms of the development of the stock's performances. And lastly is you have to be strategic. So being strategic means you have to, you know, it takes a lot of thoughtful consideration and analyzing how are your stocks performing, but it takes a lot of monitoring too, right? So papasok dyan si Polk principle, diba? Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Ganon. But seriously, na, you really have to know the process kasi mahirap, sobrang hirap ng trading. But you know, experience, as they say, is still the best teacher. So I hope that you learned something today, and I will see you in my next vlog. And in my next video, I will talk about a lot how we can read charts. No? So we'll talk about charting in trading. All right. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in our next vlog. Kamsahamnida.